I step in the cage, ready to throw. Adrenaline rushing, feeling that flow. Champions fall under the glow. I'm the king, letting them know. By night, the lights, they gleam. A warrior's dream. Hear the crowd scream. And the ring is all real.
What's going on, guys? We're back here with Monk's MMA Talk. My boy Bryan is back. Bryan de la Garza. He hasn't been here for a little minute. He's been busy with school, doing his own thing. Bryan, tell me how you been. Explain it, dude. Explain it.
The hard, tough life out here, having to deal with Ankalev winning against Ferreira. Not looking good these days.
Hey! If you can catch the background of my cam, it didn't work out.
The guy who lost. The guy who lost.
Bryan, not able to be in my last episode. Still listened to the new episode that I put out, and he was just absolutely. He cried. He cried when Pereira lost. It was so sad for him.
I don't know about that.
No, he did. No, he did. He sent me a video. He was like, "Boo-hoo!" He boo-hooed. But all right, let's get into the actual meat of the video.
The meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes. We're gonna look at the top ranked UFC fighters right now. Pound for pound ranking right there. Islam Makhachev, number 1. We're gonna see what we would change, why we would change it, and look at the next fight that they're gonna be in. All right, Bryan, let's start from the bottom. Charles Oliveira, 15. Sugar Sean O'Malley, 14. Max Holloway, 13. 12 is Leon Edwards. 11, Alexander Volkanovski, the GOAT. Number 10, Tom Aspinall, boo. Number 9, Alexander Pantoja. 8, Alex Pereira. 7, Bilal Muhammad. 6, Magomed Ankalaev. 5, Dricus Duplessis. 4, Merab Duvalsh. 3, Ilya Topuria. 2, John Jones. And number 1, Islam Makhachev. So, they actually just updated this, I think, a couple days ago, I want to say. The date is also March 16th. So, a couple days ago, as in probably like the 14th, I want to say that they updated this. So, Bryan, what is the first thing you would change here? Like, just looking at this piece of work.
Honestly, this is the most perfect list I've ever seen in my life. I would not change a single thing. No, I'm playing.
I don't know.
Listen, first thing. Honestly, I think Ankaleev is ranked too high. I obviously I think he should be there, but I think he's too high on the list. And then also Bilal Muhammad doesn't deserve to be at number 7. I hate that guy.
I knew that was coming.
Boring fighter. He's like, the fact that he even beat Leon Edwards was just on the off chance because Leon Edwards was, I don't know, maybe he wasn't feeling it that day.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't care if he's a champion. Leon Edwards should probably be ahead of him, and probably everybody else in the UFC. Okay.
Leon Edwards just got like absolutely mauled. I'll give it like so Bilal Muhammad, for context, he is a wrestler, and when I mean wrestler, that's all he does. This guy has no stand up, no punches. Like, he doesn't throw punches much. He just goes for the takedown.
I don't think he's ever had a knockout, by the way.
No, he's never had a knockout. No, most of the times I'm pretty sure it goes down to a decision. He's like a worse Khabib. Like, and Khabib was
I wouldn't even compare him to that, dude. Like, he's just the most boring fighter I've ever watched, and the fact that he's champion, it's like
he's also I think he's also been scared to fight what's his face?
Everybody?
Yeah, basically. But me, I'm looking at this, I don't know why. I always feel like Dustin Poirier should at least be top 15. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, he's about to retire, understandably, but I still think bro deserves a top 15 slot just because no matter... And, okay, He beats everybody that isn't a champion. That's what he does. He beats everybody that isn't a champion. And whenever it comes to championship title fights, bro loses every single one of them. Never won. It's just super sad. But I mean, you got Max Holloway at 13. Um, Coming off the loss to Taporia. I think it's a good spot for him. Sean O'Malley. Like I feel like I guess Charles is good at 15 too. I would put maybe Charles higher than Sean, but I mean, but Sean did just lose to Marab and still number one. Um, all right, Tom Aspinall. I think Alexander Volk should be higher than Tom, but I mean that's biased because you look at that because Alex just came off of a loss to Taporia, to Islam twice. Like it's so hard. Great fighter. Actually, his fight coming up is gonna be with Diego Lopez, the number 3 ranked fighter in the featherweight division. I think they fight the when is it, Brian?
UFC 315? No, 314.
Let's see. It is gonna be I think the next Saturday.
UFC
So
314.
yeah, so I
Saturday,
think
April 12th.
yeah, that's gonna be a pretty good fight. I feel like.
That whole card is gonna be good.
It's gonna be great. Pantoja, that dude's a little punk. He's a little punk. I'd be saying stuff about him. He's a little punk. Now, Loki Taporia, number 3, goated spot. I think that's a good spot for him. Marab, great spot. Drickus, I'd say it's a good spot too. Ankalev, it's just. I think Pereira and Ankalev should be what and what. Ankalev, I mean, ahead of him because he just beat him for the championship. Bilal below Pereira because bro, he has not fought yet since getting the title. Like he has not fought. Bilal.
Oh yeah, no, it's been over a year.
Exactly. It's been
No,
over a year.
sorry, it's been a little less than a year, but still,
But
we're
still,
getting
it's
been a
getting
while.
there. That and he's not. I don't even think he has a fight lined up yet. Maybe he might. I can't
He
remember.
should,
Yeah, let's
and it
do
should be against
let's do a little bit of
Shavkat.
research. Below, hold on. He's going against this guy. Like who? Who is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who is this?
The number 4 ranked fighter in the welterweight division.
This guy is not good. Like this dude is just not him.
But you know what? Let's be honest. He's probably better than Bilal Muhammad because probably everybody else in that division is.
Did Bilal ever
Put him
fight
against Ian Mikado,
Usman?
Gary, Joaquin Buckley,
Joaquin Buckley?
yeah, whatever his name is. Shavkat, Leon Edwards again, probably.
I would.
They probably all beat him. I think.
I would see a Usman beating him because I feel like Usman's just. I don't know.
Put him against Carlos Paredes anyway.
I don't know. I don't think he's ever fought against Usman. I don't think. Bro, I can't load more because this dude has no other record. Look at that. That's crazy.
Dang, dude. How is Usman even ranked number 3 still? His last fight was 2 years ago.
Really?
Well, like 1.5.
Oh, yeah,
October 21st, 2023.
Yeah, and then I mean you got Ian Gary. He ain't that cool. What the next fight is though for Drickus, which is the number 5, is gonna be Khamzat Chimaev, which if everybody knows Khamzat Chimaev, this guy's he's 14-0, and this is his first title fight. Destroyed Whitaker, destroyed him. It was like it was really bad. Like it was this guy got mauled. He had to get a surgery on his teeth and mouth because his bottom jaw, I think his top teeth were pushed in from just getting choked out in a rear naked choke, which is you get on somebody's back and then you put your arm over them and then It's night time. That's what happened. Hey, you went night, Bryan. You went night, bro.
Man, all I know is whoever Drake is versus next, I also hope they win against him.
Yeah, I'm not a big Drickus guy. I mean,
I'm tired of seeing Duplessis as the champion.
Yeah.
Boring.
Who is Nazardine?
That's the guy who beat Adesanya in their last fight.
That is. Yes. Yeah, that's the dude that knocked him out. Adesanya, retire. I'm throwing shade. Hey, I do not
Nah,
like
his
Adesanya.
time is up. He had a good run, but his
Bro
time
had a
is up.
great run. Okay. Great question for you here, Bryan.
I'll be
Adesanya,
the judge of that.
do you think he deserves Hall of Fame?
Yeah, because his like prime was pretty good, I would say. And
Yeah.
I at least, at the very least, I think it was good enough that he's gonna make it. I don't think there's a question of whether or not he is or isn't. I think he definitely
No.
is. But
I think he
my
definitely
opinion is
makes it.
that yeah, he deserves it. Some people might not agree, but
Yeah, that's just dumb.
you
people.
might not agree
Ah,
because I know you don't like him. But
I'm not the biggest fan of him in the world. Like I just don't like the way he is. He's just not. He's okay. I can respect the fighting aspect of it. I respect him as a fighter, but you just look at him outside of fighting. He's just average. He's an average guy that just tries to talk the talk, but like it's not good. And then the dog incident.
especially at least recently, because like what he's like 2-3 or 1-4 in his last 5 fights
Yeah,
or something.
like dude's been getting beat up like 8 different times by like 8 different dudes.
Yeah.
So I think overall this list, I mean Islam, I mean he deserves it. I think his one loss was definitely against Alex, but that was the first time they fought. But number 1 deserved. John Jones 2 deserved. I mean he hasn't fought in a minute. And his next fight is going to be Tom Aspinall. It is. I heard Dana White say it. That's what
It's just a matter of
they
when
say.
they
It's just
announce it.
exactly basically matter when they announce it. I'm hoping it's going to be this year. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be like December, probably.
I think it'll be sooner.
I don't know. I think it'll be later. I think it's gonna be like later in the year, like November, December-ish, maybe October. But Ilya, perfect spot. Marab, perfect spot. Drickus, great spot. Ankalev could be pushed down a little bit. I mean, respectfully, I would say probably Bilal would be above him just because of records wise, 24-3, and Ankalev's 21-1. But like you got to look at who they're fighting against in their weight classes, and I feel like Bilal's weight class might have a little bit harsher people to go against, just a little bit. But that's just a slight. But and then I would put Ankalaev right under Muhammad. Alex, good spot right there. It should be what and what. Pantoja, good spot. Definitely above Aspinall. Volk, I'd keep him there just because of his losses that's happened. Same thing with Leon. Same. And maybe put Charles over Sean. I think that would be a good list for that for sure. What are we thinking, Bryan?
The bottom, like the top 5, fine. Like that, I would keep it. And then everything else under that is kind of like
They just put it there because they're the best fighters under them. That's literally what it feels like.
Especially the bottom 5, like that
like
kind of area. It's like it could go anyway.
It could go either way. Like I don't think Leon's like you just. It's weird because you have Alex. That's some people say is the GOAT of the featherweight division, as is Max Holloway or Jose Aldo. But he's on like what, a 3-loss streak, maybe 2. It might be 2.
Who, Alex or
yeah, Alex. Let's see. Alex loss. No, he's on a 2-loss streak. Okay, and then I think before that he did lose to Makachev the other time, but You have like I love Volk, but I feel like Leon would slightly be higher than him. Just because he's only lost once, but and then also avenged his other loss to Usman by beating him twice in a three match championship fight. And then you have Max just lost to Taporia, or not Taporia. Yeah, it was Taporia. Just lost to Taporia, so it's like I would. That's a good spot. That makes sense. Alexander over Max because Alexander in the 3 fights that they did, Alexander beat him all 3 times. Sean and Charles. Charles just beat what's his face again?
Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler again. So I would say Charles over Sean.
I'd put Charles over Sean because his fight that he lost against how do you say his name? Sarukian or whatever.
Marab, the Volch?
No,
Oh,
Charles
Charles?
lost
Yeah,
against. Yeah, that was Charles should have won that fight. He got lucky because of the whole like the dude's pants falling down when he had him in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It was just
I'd probably put Sean O'Malley at 15 right now.
just because
And
it's
then-
like same thing with him and Izzy. They just go online, they make these videos, they like try to be the funny guy, and then once they get showed who they really are and lose, their comedy becomes nothing anymore. Like you'll go look at an Instagram meme, and Marab is good at this as well. Marab will make fun of Sean because they'll go at it over social media, even though Marab beat him. He just likes to keep the pressure going on that, keep the burn on. But like you have Sean, he's like, "Oh, I'm training to fight him. I have no losses right now, even though he got absolutely destroyed by Marab. Like it just
I mean, I like Sean, but his fight against Marab definitely showed him that like he needs to practice his ground game.
yeah, like
Because
he's
obviously he's a good like boxer. He's good on his feet,
Mhm.
but going to the ground, he couldn't defend against Marab. I mean, it was evident he didn't know what he was doing.
All right, let's take a look at these. I want to say like probably 3 to 4 fights coming up right here. So you have Marab, not Marab. You actually have Sean. I'm pretty sure going against Corey Sandhagen next. Who do
I don't
you?
think that's been officially announced yet.
I'm pretty sure it has. Let's see.
No, Corey Sandhagen's next fight is against I don't know how to say this guy's name. The Brazilian Figueiredo.
Figueiredo? You sure?
I'm looking at it right now. It's a UFC fight night.
Oh, who's Sean O'Malley fight? No, I could have swore there was confirmed that Sean was fighting Corey next. I thought I might be wrong. You're probably right about that. But looking at that matchup, I feel like that should be the next fight besides like maybe Peter Yan versus O'Malley 2. I could see that. But I'm pretty sure I don't know who they're gonna get for Marab next because he's
probably gonna be Sean again. It's probably gonna be Sean O'Malley Marab too.
Because he's beaten everybody. I'm pretty sure he's beaten everybody in this, almost everybody within the top, like, 10 to 11 in the whole entire UFC for this weight class. Because he's beaten Peter Yan, he's beaten O'Malley, he's just beat Nurmagomedov. I'm pretty sure he beat Sandhagen. He beat Henry Cejudo. Outclassed him, actually. I don't know if he ever fought Jose Aldo, though. Okay. Looking next, Ilya Taporia. They say that his next fight is probably going to be Dustin Poirier's retirement fight. And I was reading that. I seen Dustin talk about it, and he said that he would love for that matchup. I've seen him like in a video. I feel like Dustin gets. I feel like Dustin gets knocked out, bro.
Because I've also been seeing Poirier Holloway.
Poirier Holloway.
I've been seeing a little bit of that too.
I
think that's the only two fights
they've
I've
already
been seeing.
fought twice, and then Dustin beat him twice.
Yeah,
I don't see a third fight
for the BMF.
I
That's
don't.
his retirement fight.
I guess, but like
That's what they were talking
he
about.
already fought. He already fought for the BMF and lost to freaking what's his face? Fuck, what's his name?
Gaethje?
Gaethje. Yeah, that was for that fight too.
Maybe they want to run it back again, but this time with Holloway. I don't know.
I don't know. And
I also know his retirement fights is going to be in Louisiana too, whenever they do their event down there.
I hope, and if that happens, you gotta pull
or
up.
New Orleans.
You gotta pull up, because my boy Bryan in Texas native over there, down in Houston, he gotta pull up to Louisiana. We gonna go watch that fight. We gonna bring you guys.
And then Poirier's gonna lose. Yeah.
The viewers in my class and my professor are gonna get mad at you.
I mean,
Louisiana native.
Listen, whenever there's a belt on the line, Poirier's historical performances have been. That's all I gotta say.
It's been real bad. But
to be fair, all his title fights were against like goats or like borderline.
They've been
you
great.
Know what I'm saying?
No, they've been great. They've been great. So like, guys, let's look at this. Dustin, every single fight that he's been for championship, he's went against Khabib, lost. Which is, he was what, 2-0, something like that. Bro's undefeated for the lightweight. They were like, oh, he's the GOAT. He's like, bro's trash. He ain't that good. 2-3-year Dagestan. No, you don't need to go. Forget. When against Islam, lost. I'm pretty sure whenever he was in his featherweight run, he lost too. His first ever getting knocked out was by Conor McGregor, though. I do remember that fight. But you know that sequence. They had the two other fights, and then your wife sent me DMs. Your wife sent me DMs. But besides that, Bryan, do you have anything for the viewers at home watching this video? My professor watching this video. Do you have anything for him? For them, everybody.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna leave everybody with one last final words of wisdom. Bilal Muhammad is the most boring UFC fighter in the world. That's all I have to say, and y'all have a good one.
We stand on that. We stand on that here, and I'm glad for everybody to be watching tonight or tomorrow, whenever you guys watch. Video out tomorrow. Every week, every Monday, schedule it. Put the ringer on. I've seen some views come up from the second video that we just had. 8 views, huge hit. That's basically.
Let's shoot for 9.
Let's shoot for 9, maybe 10 if we're feeling good. If we're feeling good.
Don't get too greedy.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time. Goodbye.
I step in the cage, ready to throw, adrenaline rushing, feeling that flow. Champions fall under the glow. I'm the king, letting them know. Fight night, the lights, big green.